I've noticed you skate like a lot of spots that basically no one skates. Like, how do you find? Do you use the Google Earth thing to find spots?
Like on trips, you mean?
Yeah, or even like at home.
On trips, well, before we go on trips, I'll like lurk really heavily, like that website I told you, or I'll just find kids that live there that I kind of know and just look and screen grab. Because I feel like if this company's going to spend all this money to send us somewhere, we should
something you want to skate.
Yeah, like we just went to Berlin for one of the last filming trips, and pretty hard to skate there, but really cool city.
Yeah.
And I was like, there has to be like crazy spots here besides like the Culture Forum and these famous places. And I remember just going through like every Berlin skater's Instagram and being screen grabbing them and then asking people like, where is this? Where is this? And then we had bikes there, so we'd bike like an hour to this thing, and it would be like really shitty, but you'd be like, well, we biked an hour, like let's just try to skate it.
Right. Wow, at least you're doing the research.
Yeah, so on trips, it's like a lot of research, or if like Jordan or Davis, who are in this video, are skating a spot, we'll do like a lap around.
See what else is
around.
around.
Buildings and be like, while Davis is trying this thing, we'll like move a bunch of stuff that's in the way or like break something or whatever it takes. Kind of.
Sure. It's a good, I wish I would have done stuff like that when I was, you know, going on these chocolate trips, and I would just show up at a spot and be like, no, I'm not into it. You know, I'll wait till the next.
Going back to the van.
I'll wake up. I'll just wait for the next stop.
Yeah.
You know, see if I want to skate that.
I don't know. I guess I just feel like, because they spent all this money, I would be like blowing it or something.
Sure.
If I didn't try my hardest.
Good attitude to have.
Yeah. Seriously.
And, that's on trips though. So like, Barcelona is the same thing. Like I'll watch all the sour videos and then be like, Surrey, I know you have a crazy spot. Like, please give it to us. But then he never knows where it is. He'll like that little poke. On trips, it's like lurking other people's things, which I see how that's kind of rude to a skater that finds those things. Like for me to be like, hey, where is that? Can I please skate it? Oh, yeah. Like I do see how that's weird, but in that, like, I have to do that for that because I don't have like a limited amount of time to ride a bike or a car and find the things I want to skate.
But it's like you're a professional skateboarder. Like the people probably respect you. Like, yeah, dude, go handle your stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's like 50-50, right? Some people maybe be like, no, I'm not going to give you that spot. And other people are like, dude, please, I'd love to. Here's how to get there.
Yeah, that's always just a tough one.
I don't know why you're going there. I already killed it.
Yeah, that's just always been a tough one for me because I know how hard it is to find or do those things. Like we have in Boston, we like met up with this kid, Tim Savage, that showed us spots, and he's like an incredible guy. Like he'll like fix stuff for you, do whatever.
Sick.
And it almost feels like, damn, like I need to like pay this dude back somehow. This is like crazy that he's doing this for us. Because in LA, like at least me, when I find something in LA, you like don't even show anybody a photo. You're like, hold on to it forever until your part comes out, and it still probably gets found.
Oh yeah.
So
well, you show somebody, and the next day there's like 200 people there.
Yeah.
Like that's how quick.
But,
dude, I tell you a trick. I did it too.
Yeah.
Well, if you post it on Instagram, then it's over.
Oh my god.
But in LA and OC and stuff, like I would say, you guys would probably trip out on this, but like 3 or 4 times a week, I just drive around for like, it's usually I leave at like 10:30, miss traffic, drive to wherever. Like I've probably been to like every Starbucks in like OC, LA area. Like I go to the same one. I have like bookmarks of things I'll see. Like there's the floating teapot, which I don't want to see. Like, because that's like a bad luck day. There's like this teapot that floats in Montebello, and when I drive past it looking for spots, I know the day's over.
What do you mean? It like literally floats?
It's like it's a Japanese like a Japanese supermarket that has a floating teapot as like a structure. And when I'm looking for spots, I know that if I'm in the floating teapot area, I've been there like a million times. So it's like a bad area. Like I'm done for the day when I see the teapot. So I wrote off Montebello, Rosemead, like all these cities in that area. I wrote them off, like don't go there anymore.
Save them the teapot.
So where have you been going lately?
But that's the thing is I'll drive around from like 10:30 and then I'll get lunch. It's usually like real quick and then drive home. So it'll be like 10:30 to 3 and then I miss like all the traffic kind of. And then there's multiple days in a row where you don't find anything and you're like, is this worth it? Like, what am I doing? And then I always got to remember though, like when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I found that, I fixed that, I took the knobs off that. So it's like worth it, but it takes a lot of time.
Are you just going like up and down each street, like just?
No, you'll see something and you'll be like, this feels right to go this way. Like the amount of old skate spots I found that I never knew where they were like crazy doing this. Yeah.
You're like a human metal detector for spots.
It's like, boop, 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 boop. But lately it was, I mean, I was telling my friend like lately it's randomly like South Central LA because I feel like I was super into watching like movies about Bloods and the Crips, and like I kind of got into like learning about Kendrick Lamar, and I'd be like, damn, they're from like this area, like I wonder what spots are in this area.
Okay.
And I would kind of like, I went to Centennial High School, like Kendrick Lamar's high school.
Oh, wow.
Like looked in there, then like looked in parks like Athens Park where the Bloods started, like look for spots around there. And that's divided by like the 110 freeways, like the Crip side. So then I'd like go over there and be like, what's over here? And like the amount of things that I found.
What are you wearing?
Usually maybe all maroon or all blue accidentally.
Neutral colors.
And then, yeah, you'd find like crazy things that no one skated for some reason. That's like 15, 20 miles from Long Beach. And you'd be like, damn, they're in like really bad areas, technically, but these things look like sick.
Yeah.
So they're inspired by like weird things. Like right now I just watched Karate Kid, so I want to go to like Reseda and like I don't know, all
this
these
is so tight.
Yeah, all these random places. Yeah, so like
I'm trying to think of other movies.
Sometimes
watch Encino Man.
Sometimes yeah. So sometimes it'll be like I'll be like, oh, The People Under the Stairs, this horror movie by I forget who does. It might be Wes Craven or I think it's a Wes Craven movie. I'm not sure now though.
King or something, or?
I'm not sure who does it right now because I'm still kind of nervous to be here.
No, you're doing great.
But People Under the Stairs, like I was like, where's this house that they filmed this in? Because it looks sick. And I Googled like where the house was and I lurked around there.
Oh yeah.
And then I've done that. I like Back to the Future house, like those things. Like I would just Google those and then like look in that area and Kill Bill house, like little things. Like I have so many. I feel like so E.T. house.
So you Google, you watch the movie, you Google, because sometimes the movies are shot not where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Where's the E.T. house?
It's off the 101. I forget what exact city. It's by Frost, really close. Like,
really?
Like 10 miles. What city's Frost in?
Is that Simi area?
No, it's not Simi. Is it Northridge?
The valley.
Oh yeah, I think it's in Northridge, but the ET house is like 10 minutes from Frost. So I remember the day I looked at the ET house, we went to Frost, and like I was like, whoa, Frost is crazy because I haven't been back for like 10 years.
There's a lot of, you can go to like the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different things you get to visit.
Something about going to like Compton and I don't know, like I remember I watched Straight Outta Compton and I was like, where's this courthouse area they're walking around in? Oh, it's the Compton courthouse. Like I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
There's a crazy manual pad there.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a manual pad and then a 4-stair. And I was like, dude, this spot's amazing. I've never seen it. And it's like at the Compton courthouse. And then that same day I find that, I was just skating around Compton, kind of around the courthouse. And I saw the game in like a Phantom.
What?
And he was being filmed on like a red camera.
Yeah.
And I remember he made like eye contact with me. And I was like, oh my God, like no one's going to believe I just saw the game. And then Anthony Schultz, who skates for New Balance too, he was telling me like, dude, I saw the game at a bar in LA like that same week. So I was like, that was the game. Like for sure.
The funny thing is the game was in like Calabasas.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw the game at Frost one time.
No way.
Yeah, he was there with his kid. The kids were playing basketball.
Wow.
We're skating over the rail, and he just was like sitting there watching. I was like,
I went to a game concert in London.
Did you make eye contact with him?
Yeah, he was up on stage.
Random.
Yeah.
What year?
We all had this game.
When was that?
Years ago. I was on a chocolate trip.
Sick.
Yeah. Spike hooked us up with game tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was like one of them. I remember getting really into Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac's murders and being like, the guy they think killed like Notorious B.I.G., I think his name is Poochie or something.
Okay.
Like he was killed on this intersection in a drive-by. I want to like go see it for some reason. And I would like go to that intersection and I found a spot there, like just at a Chase Bank, just like random stuff. Like
Such an interesting way to find
Or
spots.
I wanted to see where
make an article out of this.
I wanted to see where like Death Row Records was like during that time, and I remember being like, "Hey, I'll meet you in like I think it was in Beverly Hills. Yeah, I'll meet you in Beverly Hills, like on Wilshire." And then I was like, "Damn, like Death Row was right here. Like that's crazy." Like after watching these things, for some reason they're all lately hip hop like related spots.
So you go through themes. You're like movie themes, hip hop themes.
Michael Myers' house. Like I wanted to know where that was. Like, cause I always liked like Halloween for the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, where did they film this? And I found like Michael Myers' house and like where they moved it. And then that whole area I kind of went through. Yeah.
That's so sick.
It's a good thing you're not into Star Wars, man, because there's nothing, probably you can't find anything.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's such a fascinating way to find spots.
Yeah, I feel like for me at least, that's like the only way I could film kind of things that I find or that are weird and different, because they kind of like
a funny story to tag along with it.
It inspires me kind of like if I found it for that reason, like I want to skate it.
Right.
Kinda.
Yeah.
So I thought, I don't know, I just think that's pretty cool.
But it's also rad for the filmer or photographer too, because 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that are finding the spots and bringing the skaters there. You know? So they're like, oh shit, what do you got today, Tom? You know, like, let's go.
But you
see the Michael Myers bump.
Seriously.
You, was it with Matt Bublitz?
Yeah.
Like, you and him seem to be filming a lot with each other. Did he go on the spot mission or missions with you?
No, unfortunately.
No.
I some people can't hang doing it. Like, it's like really annoying because you're doing lots of U-turns. You're kind of like a lot of times wasted. So it's almost like he edits a lot too, so it's like you do your editing, I'll like try to find everything, but then
it's a good rainy day activity.
What's crazy that happens a lot is I still skate with like a lot of the people I grew up with. Like, I mean, lately I've been with the New Balance dudes a lot, but like for the last like 10 years, kind of just my friends that I grew up with. But what's crazy is the amount of spots I find for everybody else. Like it's way more than for me. Like it's like really trippy. Like I'll be like, Ben, my friend Ben Woosley rips, and I'll be like, Ben, there's this thing you could like early grab onto, like even like the idea that I like thought of, like, oh, maybe like Ben will like this, or usually Matt rips too. Matt rips, so
dude,
like
he's really good.
Yeah, him and Ben rips, so like I'll be like, Matt, you'll for sure like this spot. We got to go look at it.
Rad.
So then like there's times where like I'll go on a New Balance trip or something, and they'll go to something I found, and I'm like, God damn it, I kind of wanted to skate that too. And I found it. I don't know.